I'd like you to put your hands together for the very first time here at the Star Lounge. It's Mick Schumacher!
Mick, thanks so much for, let's grab a seat. Thanks so much for making such a quick lap down from the paddock. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Star Lounge. How are you doing today?
Yeah, doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Obviously, happy to be here. Happy to see so many people that I wasn't expecting with, but great to see that so many people came.
We've got a beautiful terrace overlooking the track, but they heard you were coming and everyone did their own fast lap in here. So, first year with Mercedes, part of the team, how's your experience been so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, I did spend quite a few meetings back in the days when my dad was racing with the team. A lot of familiar faces still here, so it's great to obviously be part of it now myself, and obviously learning a lot here these days.
And anyone who is new to racing, how do you explain your role within the team, kind of both here at the track, but also back at the factory?
Yeah, well, here the track is basically waiting to jump into the car really if something happens. If one of the drivers doesn't feel well, I'll be here to substitute basically and get in. And back in the factory, it's really just the simulator work that I really focus on. As I do know the car from last year, I really have the similar approaches in terms of driving, which will give us the right feedback hopefully in the simulator, so that we can make the right choices in terms of setup, but also in terms of development.
And, from out here on the terrace, we've got the most beautiful view from the Star Lounge. You can see turns 9 and 10. It's incredible to see the cars coming through. As someone who's actually raced around the circuit, can you explain to our guests what it feels like going through those corners?
Yeah, well, obviously last year we had bouncing, so the feeling wasn't too great coming here. But nonetheless, I think it's one of the most fun tracks, especially because of the crowd, but also because of the track itself. So I really love coming here, love racing. So hopefully next year I'll be back on the grid.
So we'll turn to Melbourne for a second. We've spoken about driving around the circuit, but I heard just a couple of nights ago you did your very first hook turn in downtown Melbourne. How was that?
It doesn't make sense. Who invented this?
Mick just didn't believe that was a thing. He's like, that can't be right.
I'm German, I'm after the rules, and it doesn't make sense that you have to go left to turn right.
So it's such a great city. You've been making the most of your time here. What have you been doing away from the racetrack?
I went surfing in the urban surf when I arrived here, so that was quite fun. Obviously trying to not hurt myself, just so I'm ready to get into the car whenever needed. Otherwise just really trying to stay fit and listen to the meetings and do all that kind of stuff.
And so I know you've just come from a meeting now. How's everyone feeling back in the pits? I know we're P4 and P8 and FP3. Is there some more performance to come?
Well, unfortunately, we haven't really brought any upgrades since Saudi. So, no, I think that where we are right now is really a good representation of what is possible. Obviously, we'll be hoping that some people make some mistakes within the top group so that we can, maybe fish 1 or 2 positions out of there. But hopefully more to come in the future.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to the weekend. We are willing you on. We can't wait to see you in a race car once again. And thank you so much for coming to see us up at the Star Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mick Schumacher.